and reads on the consumer coming from Macy's, Target, Nordstrom, and others over the coming days. Joining me now, the #1 ranked retail analyst on the street, JPMorgan's Matthew Boss. Matt, welcome back. It's nice to see you.
Great to be back, Scott.
You feeling better about the consumer today than, say, you were a couple weeks ago?
You know, it's interesting because what I'd say is the fear was overblown. I think there were a number of transitory items in July that have now reversed course in August. I think that what you're really seeing from a backdrop of the consumer is it's a concentrating consumer, not a slowing consumer. Consumers concentrating around events. You have back to school coming up, and the consumer's there, and you're seeing traffic accelerate, and the consumer is concentrating to value. You need value at brick and mortar to offset convenience. And so the consumer's shopping in a number of different ways. That's a byproduct coming out of COVID, but I think the reality is consumer spending remains stable.
Yeah, so who wins best in your environment now?
Yeah, I think you're going to get off-price tomorrow with TJ Maxx that kicks off and shows that stability of the consumer, that when you deliver the value and you have the brands that they want in a convenient setting, the consumer's there. And I think you're going to get that compounding model coming out of off-price, kicking right into earnings tomorrow. I think it's best-in-class brands. It's off-price, so TJ Maxx, Ross Stores, Burlington, Birkenstock in the brands, Abercrombie within the specialty retail. So I think it's really innovation, differentiated product, and value, as well as convenience on the e-commerce front. That's the playbook, in my opinion, for the second quarter, but then for the back half of the year.
I mean, there's enough optimism, I think, in your mind, right, that you're raising your own numbers for the companies that you just named, correct?
We are. We see beats across the board with off-price. I would say it's more winners and losers within the department stores and specialty. But remember, that's been the playbook. Those are more challenged subsectors and have been for the past couple of years. I think, as you cited in the intro, we had positive earnings out of the low end with Walmart. And so I think you're seeing signs that consumer stability is there. And like I said before, they're concentrating, not slowing on the spending front. And I know you've talked with a number of prior guests about recessionary fears. I actually think the consumer has been in a recession. I think we've seen a selective recession where the low-income consumer has been under pressure and the high-income consumer, now with the S&P hitting new highs again, I think that higher-income consumer, the middle income and the aspirational, remains plentiful on the spending side.
How do we think about department stores here? You know, I hear more ads and chatter about turning department stores into pickleball courts than I do as places to gather and spend money as shoppers these days. What about you?
Look, it's been a subsector of retail that's been in transition. It's been in transition for probably the last 5 years. I do think you're reaching a point. Macy's approaching 350 doors in the last chapter, as they cited in consolidation. You're seeing brands on the wholesale front that I think we're in, again, later innings in the consolidation. So I think as you think about brick and mortar relative to e-commerce, the acceleration towards convenience, towards the digital side coming out of the pandemic was extreme. You're seeing a normalization back where the consumer, from a convenience perspective, brick and mortar is there from a need-based and a point of sale. And so I think there's a byproduct where brick and mortar coincides with the e-commerce experience, but you have to have experiential, you have to have differentiated product, and lastly, you have to give the consumer a reason to actually visit the brick and mortar store, and that's where I come back to value. It's not good enough to be the same price as your e-commerce counterpart because you actually have to go into the store. So it's either treasure hunt, it's value, or it's product that you can't get in other places. And that's what the department stores right now are trying to figure out. That's what right now off-price has figured out and why they're taking market share.